Stephen A. Smith here, giving you guys the Week 12 game of the week. We're going to go ahead and play the weekly recap, and then we'll get started.
Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap. Plenty of action to get to. We'll begin in Santa Clara. The Niners at home to take on the New Orleans Saints. And it's Brock Purdy. And this is a touchdown. The Niners get the W by 2 touchdowns. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Indianapolis Colts? And the former rushing champ has still got it, Jonathan Taylor. 54 yards to the house. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. And this is the Ravens wideout. He's always a factor in the passing game, but on this play, he factors into the running game. He's gone. So that'll put a bow on this one for all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando.
All right, just making sure that we can hear me now.
Right here on
All right, so we will do the incentive check first for Week 12. Let's see, as I said before, we have a lot of guys ineligible this week. Okay, this game here didn't get played. Commanders and the Cardinals. Away team was rewarded, home team rewarded. Browns Chargers game didn't get played, so those two ineligible. Patriots and the Giants didn't get played; those two are ineligible as well. And then the away team was rewarded. Cowboys and Eagles both didn't play; they are ineligible as well. This game here got simmed. Okay, so not a lot of games this week. So let's go ahead and get started. I didn't interview neither guy. Ravens won 31-17. Turnover battle was 0-2. Lamar Jackson, 3 total TDs. Neither side really ran the ball well. Christian Watson, 5 receptions, 117, 1 TD. Stephen A. Smith's Rookie of the Year from last year, Eric Singleton Jr., 6 receptions, 102, a TD. Kevin Concepcion had 2 TDs as well. Green Bay led in tackles, 11 tackles, 10 tackles. Then we had 2 interceptions coming from the Baltimore Ravens defense, and they was able to take down Green Bay 31-17. Moving on, didn't interview neither guy, but we see the Rams was able to come back on a big win, 48-21. They won in a turnover battle, 0-4. Cam Ward played a clean game after throwing 4 interceptions last week, but he threw 5 TDs, 303 this week. Nicholas Singleton, 156 on the ground, 1 TD. Puka Nacua, 6 receptions, 115, and 3 TDs. Wow, he went off. This kid from Ole Miss, Scribbling, had 7 receptions, 97 yards, a TD. Calvin Austin had a touchdown as well. Wow, this kid had 12 tackles, 2 tackles for a loss. We had 3 interceptions by the Rams defense. That was key. And they also had a total of 2 sacks. And like I said, they won a turnover battle and a time of possession. And they was able to win 48-21. Next up we had was the Raiders and the Chiefs. Young Mantine, this is Tony Jennings. He also spoke out after the game along with some sliders as far as the way that it feels right now. We're going to play the video, let you guys hear it. But as you guys can see, Raiders won a big one, 2017. It was 10-7 in the first half. It was just very, very low scoring. And we'll take a listen to hear what young Mantine had to say after the win. He also shared his thoughts as far as the sliders. And we'll see what he got to say. And then I give you guys my opinion after the video.
Stephen A. Listen, man. this verbiage right here is gonna be, the interview uh, after the 20-17 trap game against the Kansas City Chiefs. Hats off to Kansas City. That man hasn't won any games yet on the season, but he's still out there fighting. Carson still uh, looks like a legit running back. And he was out there throwing that pill, made a couple nice plays, did force us to one turnover, but at the end of the day, we got the job done with the late field goal and then to seal the deal with the interception. But, all right, the reason why I'm submitting this interview is because, listen, now, again, I don't care about how other people in the league feel about me. I don't care about how they feel about my gameplay. I don't care about how they feel about my team, my trades. None of that shit. None of that shit matters. But here's what does matter. There ain't no fucking way in the world that all 32 participants in this fucking league can say for a fact that after that message came out about touching the fucking sliders again, that the game still plays the same. Listen, man. Hell no. The passing is fucking horrible. Look, listen. I never really was a strong passer to begin with, but now that shit is atrocious. Atrocious. Holding penalties, illegal man downfield. What the fuck am I looking at? The wide receivers are already dropping the fucking ball. The slightest touch. Yeah, that was a little email that came through. But, bro, it just doesn't play the same. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? Listen, I get it. People want to be on an equal playing field. They want to level it out. Try to give the competition a chance. But by touching the fucking sliders and not testing it, listen, the passing is fucking horrible. It's horrible. It's horrible now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, and I'm up for a fucking suspension of my running back because, the running back carries. Ain't that about a bitch? Ain't that about a bitch? Huh? My Genty is facing a fucking suspension because my backup running back doesn't have enough fucking carries. Listen, man, total bullshit. But you know me, baby. I'm not gonna go behind the scenes and cry about that shit. I'm not gonna go behind the scenes and why? Listen, you're suspending a running back who isn't in the top 5 in rushing attempts, right? You're suspending a running back who isn't even on a team with a winning record. I digress. That's just something else to add to the motherfucking fire. But on top of that, you know what I wish? You know what I wish? I wish that all the people that go behind the scenes and talk that shit and get on their streams and cry, bitch, moan, and complain. Why the fuck y'all ain't using y'all influence to stop the fucking sliders? Listen, man. Listen, bro. I get it. Everybody wants to be a mastermind. Everybody wants to be a genius. Everybody feels like if I tweak this here, if I tweak that there. Listen, I don't give a fuck what none of y'all say. There's no fucking way in the world you guys are going to tell me that the passing from last season, after these sliders got implemented, after week 9, week 8, week 10, it's the same. It feels the same. It doesn't feel the same. It doesn't. Like, shit needs to go back to stock. I'm telling you, stock sliders with all of the updates and all of the patches that they put out, you will see the difference in the game. You know how you have a motherfucking cornerback that sees a ball coming in, sees a ball sailing, and, you know, unless you're actually manually playing on him, he doesn't swat the ball down. Guess what? That's what's happening right now in leagues that are using stock sliders with nothing else touched. They're swatting the ball down. If you don't believe me, go to Young Man Team Gaming Universe. I joined another league. I got the Philadelphia Eagles. Watch that game. Watch it. You don't have to like. You don't have to subscribe. Just watch it. Just watch 2 or 3 minutes of it with us on defense. And watch how those guys react. Our league isn't reacting like that. Now, you know, again, I ain't putting this out to criticize commissioners. Lord knows they get criticized enough. But all I'm saying is, y'all can't tell me that shit play the same. Well, thank you, Steven, for having me. And good luck rest of your season. This is definitely a interview for week 12. Thank you.
I agree with you on that team, man. It's horrible now as far as passing go, and I don't know what's the intent behind making that effort to make those changes. I don't know if they're trying to do that so I don't throw like I did last year or not. But for me, I don't think it bothered. But that's not the game. For me this week, it didn't necessarily bother me because I'm a passer anyway. Um, and it was pouring down raining, so it didn't bother me as much. But I don't know the reason behind the sliders. I do agree with Young Man Teen. I do feel like the purpose behind it is to put everybody on the even playing field. Um, or I still doesn't make sense. I don't know what's the purpose behind that at all. I agree with you, Young. And as far as the suspension, I would have left you out of there simply because you're out of the playoffs. I mean, what is it going to do for you? Um, just not. I just honestly wouldn't have even bothered. So I definitely understand your frustration, and especially with guys complaining more about guys passing than running. It seemed like everybody have a problem with people that passes. So you would think those that are running it would be more in a good zone, but it seems like they're suspending the runners too. So it's crazy. Panthers beat Tennessee 31, but no, they had a forced win against Tennessee Titans. San Francisco 49ers and the Saints. Now, I did interview, let me see what happened with this game. Saints told me something. So he played my CPU. Do you still want me to do this? Okay, so this game, he played the computer. So we're not going to react to that neither. Everybody's not playing this week. Crazy. We played the Seahawks. It was 58-7. Turnovers was 0-5. Just way too many turnovers. As I stated before, we still threw 4 passing TDs, 355. Wrist up, man, to those that have a problem with me throwing the ball along with rushing. We have 2 guys damn near over 100 yards rushing. I mean, what else do you want us to do? 2 guys over 100 yards as far as receiving go. Just a great all-around game. 2 interceptions on defense, and that's just how you get the job done. Absolution did beat the Jets. I interviewed the Jets, and I think he's ineligible as well. Yep, he out of there too. You know, he's out of there too. He can slam the hammer on us. We can slam the hammer on him. He's out of there. He didn't respond to my interview question, so he's gone. All right, so now we will interview Absolution.
Hey, Stephen A. It was a great victory over the New York Jets. tale of two halves this time. The first half, both offenses were just feeling each other out. Very long-winded drives. I scored a touchdown in the opening, stopped them on fourth down, then scored another touchdown. He had a long march, scored a touchdown. I threw an interception with about 10 seconds left in the half, and he got a little bit greedy, tried to force a pass as well, and I picked it off, returned it to 6 to go up 21-7 at halftime. Second half started out with a 3-and-out. Jonathan Taylor had a very long run for a touchdown. Another 3-and-out. Jonathan Taylor again had a good touchdown run. I ended up getting my second pick six with about 2 minutes left in the third. At that point, we were up 42-7. So the entire fourth quarter, we just kind of played pretty bad defense. If I blow a five touchdown lead, then I deserve to lose. So he got a lot of yards, got a few scores in there. It looks great on the stat sheet. But honestly, the defense just played incredible all game and did what we had to do to win. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. Felt like we did a good job stopping the run. Could be the game plan pretty much every week, just try to make teams one-dimensional. Even if they torch us for 350, 400 in the air, I'm going to get them out of their comfort zone, force a couple of mistakes, and capitalize them. There's a couple of guys who said in the Discord they feel like they have to play perfect when they play me, and then they still don't have a shot. So if I can make them not have a perfect game, I think I'd have a really good chance of winning. So we moved to 11-0. Got another tough game this week, and we'll see if we can keep on pushing it. Thank you.
All right, so as you guys can see, the Jets ran the ball 9 times this game. If you want to add the quarterback runs. So it's not a lot of running regardless, whether it's commissioners or not. And it's surprising. It's just surprising to see that, because like I said before, everybody complained about, Stephen A. Smith passing, but they're not running the ball neither. So, he was behind big time though. That has a lot to do with it. 48-28 against a great opponent. I mean, who's going to keep running the ball? But it just proves my point. That just proves my point once again. People that's complaining about others doing certain things, they're not doing it as well. And mind you, the Chargers is suspended because he's been passing a lot. So he complained about Stephen A. Smith passing. So maybe people are starting to play like Stephen A. Smith now. Buffalo Bills and the Dolphins. Buffalo Bills won 27-17. I didn't interview neither guy. Turnover battle was 1-2. Josh Allen, 247, 3 TDs. Neither side really ran the ball as well. Receivers didn't do too much neither. We did have 2 interceptions by the Buffalo Bills defense, which played a huge role into their win, and then they won the time of possession as well. So they was able to come out victorious. We will take a look at the playoff picture if it was to stand. If it was to stand today, this will be the playoff picture, as we can see. And actually, we have a potential playoff match against the Raiders right now. Raiders will be in there. So they're not out of the playoffs yet. So, that's great. Cowboys will be out. That's a notable thing that I see. And Eagles as well. So that's what it would look like as of right now. Let's see. Top performers right now, Caleb Williams, Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, top 3, with Caleb Williams ahead by 500 yards and along with 40 touchdowns. Robinson, Taylor, and Gibbs, top 3 in rushing. Knox moved back in the top 3. Andrews and Jeremiah Smith as far as receiving yards. Sacks, you got Green, Payton, and Carter. Interceptions, you got Warner, Lloyd, and Davis. And tackles, you got Moore, Lewis, and Campbell. So that pretty much wraps up everything. We're getting ready to play against the Raiders Should be a very, very good game. He's a great opponent. And I see you guys later. Peace.